Hey folks, Bird Dog John here with hopefully another quick tutorial on how to set up decode mode on one of your Bird Dog encoder decoder devices. Now, the 4K family, the FlexOUT, the Mini, and the Studio can all be set into decode mode to allow you to decode a full NDI source onto this encoder decoder converter. I want to show you how to do that, and we're going to jump over to my desktop here. And I just want to show you, this is a 4K HDMI unit, and we're going to log into it from the web UI. And the first thing you're going to notice is it's in encode mode. It's here under the connection info. It actually tells you what mode that it's in. It says encode, and there's no input plugged into it. I'm going to click on the AV menu, and under device settings, I'm going to click on device settings. Okay, it's going to bring up operational mode. And here I'm going to select decode. Now, on the 4K family, it says you need to restart this unit in order for it to successfully move over to decode mode, all right? It's not a soft switch. It actually requires a reboot. So we're going to set it in decode mode, and then we're going to reboot the unit. It's going to ask if it can reboot. We're going to say yes, and we're going to go underway and do that. So I'm just going to hit the dashboard and wait for that to come back. In the meantime, let me jump over to the FlexOUT, and I'm going to log into this and show you the key differences between the other devices and the FlexOUT. Now, FlexOUT, as you know, is just a decoder. It's just straight up decode, and people mount them on the backs of TVs or monitors or whatever they need to get HDMI into video switchers or what have you. So the FlexOUT is not going to have the device settings menu. It has decode settings, and then it has this little readout screen as to the source status. But it does not have device settings, whereas this 4K HDMI did. And that's a key difference is some devices are encoders or decoders, and some devices are just straight up decoders. For example, FlexOUT is a decoder, but FlexIn and FlexBackpack are encoders only. And so you have to set the unit in the correct mode that you want to use in order to get it to behave how you like. So here we are, and we are back to the 4K HDMI, and now we have it set to decode. So now we're going to go to the AV menu, and the output is going to be HDMI. I'm going to click on NDI decode. I'm going to refresh this list a couple of times, okay? I like to press it 3 or 4 times and give it a chance to work, all right? So it's going to send out some requests on your network to find out who's available, who's broadcasting NDI. And then I'm going to pull up the sources that are on my network, and I'm going to change this to my PF120, which is in my office, and I'm going to hit apply. Now, on the 4K HDMI, you have this NDI status right here that tells us how things are going and how it's connected. This shows that we are connected to a 1080-60 source, and it's averaging about 134 megabits a second. And we can also jump over to the dashboard and see that we are in decode running 1080p 60. So this is a great way to find out, just to verify that, yes, we are working as expected. If I go over to the Flex, I've can refresh this list a couple of times, 1, 2, 3, and then select whatever source that I want. So this is FlexOUT, so I'm going to add this and say apply. And now you see connect to main NDI receive, and then connected. So it has made the connection again, 1080p 60, 137 megabits. It even gives you the sample rate, what have you. So we know that that's good. We go back to the dashboard. It thinks it's decoding in 1080p 60. And then obviously you check your monitor and see what it is that you've got. That's how you set up decode. That's how you pick a source. Now, the key factor here is be sure you're using Google Chrome, because Google Chrome works correctly with the discovery function on the AV screen. So AV, decode, and when you hit this refresh button, you want to be using Google Chrome for that. And that goes the same for changing web UI stuff on cameras or what have you. Use Google Chrome because we know that one works and that one is supported. So we hit refresh, we select the source that we want, we hit apply, the device will disconnect and then reconnect to that source, and then you should be good to go. Now, you can, if you want to hit restart video, you can. That will basically restart the decode process. That's a part of that. Okay, so here we hit decode, valid format invalid. It basically cycled through, and now it's pulling the new source, which is 1080p 2997. So that one is now reading correctly. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Hopefully that was really quick, 5 minutes, and now you know how to set it in decode. Take it easy. We'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.